Hey everybody, this is going to be my second attempt to do this video because I did it the day after Valentine's Day in the drive down to Yuma using the lavalier plug-in microphone that I bought, and it ruined the video. It was so bad, and the video was unusable. I do have a new, much more expensive microphone on order, and I should get it next week. So I hope you can tolerate the audio in my driving and talking, because for some reason people like it when I do the driving and talking, and for some reason I feel like I do better when I'm talking and driving. I have no idea why. But anyway, here's something that came up in counseling sessions. In particular, it came up on Valentine's Day. I had, you may know or may not know, I'm a licensed professional counselor. I'm retired, but I see about one patient a day. My toe in the water. I really enjoy being a counselor. But I had a few booked with me, it seemed deliberately, on Valentine's Day, and at least two of them had the basic presentation, in particular on Valentine's Day, of being pretty unhappy that they were alone, that they weren't involved in a romantic relationship. And as I talked in the first session with the first person, hang on a little bit, there we go. A picture appeared in my head, and the picture was a pie chart. A pie chart that has slices of, like a pizza sliced up in a circle. And I saw this as the love chart. And each slice was a different facet of love in a person's life. And I saw the slice at the top being the romantic love relationship. And the other slices were things like family relationships, friendships, dogs. I did a video on around Valentine's Day just for the purpose of talking about how wonderful dogs are as a source of unconditional love and affection. And also a slice, I think, can be a activity that you love. I know that I found out years ago the word amateur has its roots in Latin, and it means to do something for the love of it. So as I'm picturing this chart, I'm realizing that my client is really focused on that top slice and maybe not attending to the other slices, the other sources of love in their life. So this all occurred to me during the session very quickly. So I decided to just explain what had gone through my mind. And it was a revelation to my patient, and she really saw that she was not attending to the other elements of love in her life. And then it wasn't so much that she was missing that top portion, she was missing it all. Because she was hyper focused on finding the one thing, and had this idea that she wasn't really consciously aware of, that in order to feel loved, I have to have a successful romantic relationship. And she realized that just wasn't true. It was a lie that she believed. And she realized it wasn't true. And it was, we'll see as things progress whether this revelation creates a change in behavior, change in outlook, change in mood. I don't know. But what I do know is a couple hours later, I had a session with another client, a male this time, and same basic presentation. And I repeated the process, and he was like blown away. He's, wow, that is exactly what I'm doing. And hopefully both these patients will go back and really start focusing some time and attention to those other parts of their life that are sources of love. And I'm anxious to see how they do. And as with all things that I help patients with, I'd like to look at, well, how does this apply to me? How might this help me? And I realize I have my chart too. And right now, the top part, I'm not involved in a romantic relationship, but I believe I'm happy because I have been attending to those other areas. Dottie is certainly one of them. Dottie's next to me in the car, in her little car seat. And George, my cat, and George isn't a source of unconditional love. I'm sorry. Maybe some cats are. George, not so much. I love George. I think George is great, but George is not the source of unconditional love and affection that Dottie is. And I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters that I make an effort to reach out to and have meaningful conversations with them about what's going on in my life. And I have this is the one that needs more attention, my very close friends, David and Regina, who live in Texas. They've been friends of mine we're getting close to 30 years. But reaching out to them, I should do a little bit more. Maybe I'll call them today. And there's you know what? There's a slice of my chart that is YouTube. There's something very cathartic for me to sort of put my thoughts and feelings out into the universe like this, even though a typical unpromoted video like this, if I'm really, really lucky and it's popular, I'll get about 80 views. But that's 80 people that maybe are connecting to what I'm saying. And really, I hope that some of my videos are going to be just entertaining and maybe relaxing, and maybe others like this one can actually help someone make their lives a little bit better. And that's kind of my hope for this one. But I hope that the background noise isn't too terrible. I apologize for that, but I do have it's a DJI mic. The DJI is the people that are the premier people that do drones, but they also do a wireless mic. So I bought one of those, and it looks like it's going to be delivered Tuesday. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm on my way into Quartzsite, into town, to do a little bit of laundry, do a little bit of grocery shopping, get some water, get some propane. You might have noticed, if you really know me and you're paying attention, that he's not coming from Raposa South. And if you picked up on that, you're right. I was coming from Roadrunner, BLM land, and I'm there. I arrived there yesterday. I temporarily moved away from my friends in Raposa South to join Deborah Dickinson, and that's Dickinson, not Dickerson, for her YouTube channel. She's a famous YouTuber, and she invited her Patreon peeps to come camp, and it's been so far a lot of fun. There's only 2 men there. So we're outnumbered, but we're happily outnumbered, females to males. And I'll be there probably until Monday or so. And my campmates are going down to Imperial Dam to check it out. My campmates back from Raposa South are going to Imperial Dam today to check it out, and they may decide to go down there. If so, I'll join them back down there at Imperial Dam, LTVA, down near Yuma. Or if they decide to stay in Raposa South, I'll join them back there on Monday. So anyway, I sincerely hope you all are having a great day, and I see the outskirts of Quartzsite coming up, and I'm gonna do my stuff. Take care.